Getting on stage at FinCon is less about credentials and more about proof. The conference is built around creators, operators, and practitioners who can show, not just tell, how they're building audience, distribution, and revenue in the money space. If you're thinking about speaking, the real question isn't, am I qualified? It's, can I demonstrate results that others can replicate? FinCon's speaker selection tends to favor people who are doing something that is both working right now and transferable to others. That might be a YouTube growth strategy, a newsletter engine that converts, a coaching funnel that consistently closes, or a partnership model that scales. The bar is not fame, it's usefulness. A creator with a modest audience but a clear, repeatable system will often be more compelling than a large creator who can't break down how they got there. The most common mistake applicants make is pitching a topic that sounds broad or inspirational but lacks specificity. Titles like How to Grow Your Brand or Building Wealth Through Content are easy to ignore because they don't signal a concrete takeaway. What stands out instead are sessions that feel like a working blueprint, something a room full of attendees could apply the following week. The difference between getting accepted and getting overlooked is often just how clearly that transformation is articulated. Another factor that carries weight is visibility before you ever apply. FinCon is a community as much as it is a conference. People who consistently show up through content, collaborations, or even prior attendance tend to have an advantage because organizers and attendees already understand how they think and what they bring to the table. Publishing your ideas publicly, especially in formats that mirror what you'd present on stage, quietly builds your case long before the application opens. Timing matters as well. Speaker applications typically open months in advance, and by the time you're filling one out, the most important work should already be done. The strongest applications don't try to invent a topic on the spot, they package something that's already been tested through content, workshops, or real-world results. In that sense, applying is less about proposing an idea and more about documenting momentum. There's also a strategic way to think about positioning. FinCon doesn't need 10 versions of the same session. If your topic overlaps with common themes, YouTube growth, affiliate income, course creation, the key is narrowing your angle. What specific slice of that topic do you own? What have you figured out that others haven't explained clearly? The more defined your lane, the easier it is for organizers to see where you fit. Even with all of that, it's worth recognizing that speaking at FinCon is competitive. Not every strong application gets accepted, and many speakers are invited based on relationships or prior presence in the community. That's why attending first, building connections, and contributing value without expecting the stage can be one of the most effective long-term strategies. In many cases, speaking is a byproduct of being visible and useful, not a starting point. The simplest way to think about it is this. FinCon isn't looking for speakers who know finance. It's looking for speakers who can show others how to turn financial knowledge into reach, trust, and income. If you can demonstrate that clearly and prove it's working, you're already much closer than most applicants.